Here's my problem with modern Pokemon games, and it's not getting any better. Ready? Rewinding it all the way back, the first Pokemon game I ever played was Pokemon Yellow. Picture the battle screen in your mind. You could probably draw it if I asked you to. I'm gonna try right now. Here it is. It looks like this. Exactly like this. And it's a classic. This is the template for hundreds of thousands of grand battles, from Youngster Joey to Gary Oak to Lance the Dragon Master. This was our stage, our arena. This was where it all went down. Enemy Pokemon right here, your Pokemon right there, and then they just kind of wiggle at each other. That's the battle. That's all it do. But in our heads, it looked like this. Partially because it sounded like this. And also partially because we'd seen the anime, and the anime looks like this. So bing bang boop, you're the Pokemon champion. From Pokemon Blue to Pokemon Q, this was the status quo. Seriously, before this video, I forgot just how many of these there are. Red, blue, silver, gold, ruby, sapphire, leafy, black and white, X, Y, sun, soul, sister, diamond. Not in that order. Sure, we got more pickles, we got spiffier animations and sounds. In fact, all of this looks pretty good. It looks great. This looks amazing. But it couldn't last. Progress marches on. The wheel of civilization must turn. The hunger of the gamer must be sated. His thirst must be quenched. Basically, Pokemon battles look like this now. Okay. We're currently living through the uncanny valley of Pokemon battles. You know what I mean? The uncanny valley is used to describe the sense of wrongness we feel when an approximation of, usually a human, is so close to being right, but not totally right. Close enough for us to want to identify it as human, wrong enough for it to feel threatening. Basically, over here is so abstract and cartoony that we feel no inclination to view the thing as an approximation of reality, while over here is so realistic and recognizable that we have no problem viewing the thing as an approximation of reality. It maps so cleanly onto reality that you don't even really have to think about it. It just slides into your brain real nice-like. In here on the graph is where our brain starts trying to draw the map, but we can't. We get lost, and then when we get lost, we get scared. And Pokemon battles can map onto the uncanny valley too. Pokemon battles used to sit way over here on the nice, cozy, cartoony side of the valley. So far into the territory of abstraction that our imagination was doing 97% of the legwork. Oh no, he's dead. But now, as expectations skyrocket, as technical capabilities of game systems improve, as the gamer hungers, Pokemon, as one of the highest grossing media franchises of human history, has a huge incentive to keep up with the times, to wow us, to be modern, to at least not be the same thing they've been for the last 30 years. We have 3D now, we have open worlds, we can do this. Gaze upon it. And as the graphical improvements to Pokemon accrue over time, animated sprites, battlefield accents, sprite deformation, rotation, trainer animations, idle bounce, 3D camera swoosh, we get closer and closer to what it would look like if 9-year-old me's dreams came true and Pokemon were real, with body and weight, with movement and... Oh, this is kind of weird. So how's everybody doing? How are you? Doing good? Good. We're seeing closer to what battles would look like in real life. Pokemon make contact, they go out. The camera swirls around them like we're in a real place instead of the purgatorial battle dimension. And the more we can see, the more it looks... Like, look at these trainers. Oh my god, what are they doing? Ugh, stop staring like that. Ah! Look at this Meowth staring off into the middle distance, waiting to be slammed in the face. Just, what a hero. Previously, Meowth couldn't dodge this move because it was just, oh, it's too fast, it's too good. He tried to get out of the way, but oh, he couldn't. And now he can't dodge it because of sportsmanship? Like we can see that he's not trying. Most of this is a problem with turn-based combat. You hit me, then I hit you, then you hit me, then I hit you. In a heavily stylized environment with a combat style that doesn't at all map cleanly onto life, we take it all with a grain of extremely stylish salt. But when you take away that stylization, then all that's left is salt. I'm salty. The more you make it look like a real battle, the more my brain is like, buddy, you missed a spot? Get 'em, boys. Getcha. Layers of abstraction and imagination are peeled back, leaving no plausible deniability. It's right before our eyes. We have no choice but to interpret it as it is presented, as literal. Oh no. Pee. Oh boy. Don't think about how all these people are definitely dead. Just play the game. Just play the game. Where did my suspension of disbelief go? Where are we? Oh, am I back in battle purgatory? Help! Someone! Let me out! Help! Oh, no. Ah, jeez. Oh, so small. Oh, he's so tiny. Why is he so tiny? Would this have been better? Oh, I'm not sure it would have been better. Just kidding. It's amazing. So much better. Thank you. See, the nature of Pokemon's progress has caused some structural problems. What's the opposite of backwards compatibility? Oh, it's literally just called forwards compatibility. That does make sense. In Ruby Sapphire, Wailord's size was left up to the imagination. Now it's up to the rendering engine and collision physics and pathing and camera work, and you can feel the developers cursing whoever it was who decided to make a whale Pokemon.
Oh! Look at all the Wailord!
It was not a very forwards compatible decision. So what's there to do? Keep him big and break the camera? Yeah, or make him small, make him consistent, and let the Wailord stands take an L. Legendaries get hit hard here too. In Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, when we see Palkia in Spear Pillar, he's big! He's big, look at him, he's large! And then when he appears in the battle screen, it's like, okay, you imagine? Maybe he's far away? You remember he was big? But in Pokemon ARCEUS, now it looks weird that Palkia is here. He has the scene presence of a confused house guest, and watching a legendary Pokemon beating up on an Espeon 1/16 his size looks a bit pathetic. And all of this might just be a me problem because it seemed like most people really liked Pokemon Legends Arceus. Hey kid, help me catch a Pokemon, take this. Okay. Oh, wow, golly, no one's ever caught a Pokemon before. Are you some kind of prodigy? No, but I was sent here by God. And I'm not one to begrudge someone the thing they like. Like things, damn you. But to me, I just can't get over how increasingly silly it looks to watch these little guys doing their idle animations, getting smacked in the face, idle smack, idled smack. No longer is my suspension of disbelief doing the legwork. This doesn't look like a battle. What are these two weirdos doing? And I don't think this was improved by letting trainers move around in Pokemon Legends stuck in another world with my smartphone. Compare this to a game where the player has full freeform control over the movement of their Pokemon, like Super Smash Bros. Or Pokken. A game which inexplicably exists. Here, part of our suspension of disbelief, like, in no world should Squirtle move like this, comes from our understanding that a player is at the helm here. They're not a trainer, they are the Pokemon. They are piloting Squirtle like a drone. The most movement you'll find in a Pokemon game is Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, where, again, you are the Pokemon. No trainers allowed in the Pokemon treehouse. The mechanics of the mainline Pokemon games hamstring this too much. Evasion is a stat. It can't come down to player skill whether you dodge a move. It comes down to how many Doogleberries you fed your Nidoran this morning. The trainer can't just yell, "Pikachu, dodge it!" like they can in the anime. Also, good call, trainer. What would we do without you? Like, why won't you dodge this? Is that against the rules? For Pokemon to be this responsive while maintaining the mythos of the player character as the trainer, and not relying on reaction time and twitch reflexes, which are things Pokemon has never been about, that's impossible. Like, what would that even look like? And for Pokemon to look this good in motion takes a lot of animation. There are 60 Super Smash Bros. Fighters, or some number, I don't know, and there are 700 Pokemon. Even a limited roster of Pokemon leaves an absurd amount of animation work to be done, and the camera isn't zoomed way out here, it's right up close and personal, so you better make everything look real convincing. Oh my god, look at this toucan go!
2, 1, 0, all engine run.
You have a flight pose for this toucan. I saw it. Why is he launching into the sky like a ballistic missile? Am I saying we should go back to this? No. I'm not totally unsympathetic. I'm not saying this is happening because the Pokemon dev team is doing a bad job. I just think their job is really hard. The Pokemon Company could throw enough money at this problem to carry us straight onto the other side of the uncanny valley. But see, this surfaces the other problem with the uncanny valley of Pokemon battles. If this side of the valley represents full suspension of disbelief, then the other side represents full technical realism. Pokemon colliding with each other, breathing fire all over, rending one another with Shadow Claw, fainting on the floor. This side of the valley is the awkward thing that Pokemon has been tiptoeing around for decades. This side is just dogfighting. This isn't me moralizing. I think this is hilarious. As in, how far can we go before it is no longer acceptable for them to say, "Oh, but don't worry, they love it," as the Pokemon wince while they're struck, as the camera zooms in on them as they faint, as you slowly depopulate fields of wild Pokemon that now show up in the overworld. Sorry, it's just really funny. We're kind of stuck, aren't we? I'm just excited to see where they go from here. I couldn't stop singing this song after playing Sword and Shield. It is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Put that entire game into the Uncanny Valley. There it goes. Right where it belongs. Thank you so much to my new top tier patrons, Lee Berman, Morgan McCool, and Nick Han Swansong.